How's it going, everybody? My name is Todd, and those of you who are on my channel, on my gaming channel, know me as Redneck Chimp. I'm gonna get my finger out of the camera. It's been a while since I got to do a vlog. I have started a new adventure in my life. It isn't too awful new, but I've been doing it since November of 2013, and basically what I'm doing is I am making Briar tobacco pipes. Handmade, everything's handmade. I am now in my shop slash garage. And basically what I was wanting to do today is the first video also on my Days Briar Pipes YouTube channel. I'll be bringing videos showing you the making process, the finished products. Whenever I have one instantly ready to buy, I'll have it on here. And the thing I like about the new phone I have is I can actually pause the video when I want to go to another part of the video. For instance, right now I am working on a charity pipe for the mother of a good friend, co-worker of my wife's, who is diagnosed with terminal cancer, and I'm making this pipe for charity for her. I'm not going to get anything out of it. I'm just doing it because I know what it's like to go through those hard times like that. I have people in my own family who have passed away of cancer, and I know it's kind of ironic, the ideal of doing a tobacco pipe for charity, but whoever wins it don't have to smoke it, obviously. But it'll be a UK theme, University of Kentucky theme, and that's kind of where I'm going with it. For instance, here will be the acrylic stem that goes on it. I love this. I love this color. I have an example. I thought I did anyways. But I'm going to finishing this one up today, or at least getting it pretty well started. And it's starting to get hot in this garage. I have a big fan that I actually turn on. I think it's a 36-inch fan. I turn it right on my lathe. Yeah, take a shot. I actually get to visit my shop. This is my shop, my garage. Done some recent fishing, as you can tell over there. There we go. So I let my cooler dry out. Behind me is my bandsaw and my chisel sharpener with a antler there. That I'll put those on my pipes from time to time. Overlook the mess because I haven't cleaned in a while. My nice shelf with my stuff and my wife's, because she does a little bit of woodwork too. And my big stand-up lathe. I think it's 48 inches. It's a big lathe. It's a big lathe. But yeah, actually, well, let me show you this first. This is pretty important. I have a good friend. I'm going to consider him a friend of mine anyways. On the Facebook, one of the Facebook tobacco pipe groups, who offered to make me some spoon bits to make the tobacco chambers with. Got them in the mail yesterday, and I am so excited because these are beautiful. I asked for a 3/4, and look at that. I haven't tried it out yet. I'm fixing to try it out, and I'm gonna get a bit of the video showing it. 3/4 inch here diameter, and he also made me a 7/8 because that's what I asked for as well. Very nice 7/8 inch spoon bit. I'm gonna try this out just in a few minutes. I also have another commission pipe that I have to start making today, and I'm actually going to put a different type of acrylic on it, a stem that I did last time, and I think this is going to turn out great. It's a kind of a striped metallic kind of color, different colors all throughout it. I think this is going to be gorgeous when I get done. And this is actually going to be a poker. It's called my Woody Poker. It's on my Etsy store. You can have it made to order. This is a huge block of wood. I mean, yeah, This could, I don't even know if I'm going to use this or not because this is so big. I mean, I could make a humongous poker or billiard or anything out of this. This is a huge block of wood. Perfect Italian briar. Love it. But anyways, the UK pipe is going to be a billiard, and I'm going to put a nice ring on it. Metal ring. I think this is stainless, but I'm not gonna. It's just metal ring. I have some very interesting stuff, but anyways, that I'm gonna try on some pipes in the future. You know, that wouldn't look too bad either on there for the commissioned woody poker. Anyways, I do have an Etsy store that I sell all my pipes on. I also have a website. It's daysbriarpipes.com. Most of my pipes are on there, whether it's pictures of them in the past that I don't actually offer made to order unless someone emails me. Then I also do have the ones that I will make to order and what is available right now. I'm actually out of the ones that I've already got made available right now. A gentleman just bought 3 off of me yesterday, or this past week, might as well say. One a couple weeks ago, and then 2 more yesterday. So yeah, I'm out of those. But anyways, let me give you an idea of what I'm doing right now, and then I'll bring you back when I get a little bit more done. So this is what I've got done on this one. This is the charity pipe again. I still got to work down the shank more here, but as you can see, it's nice and flush. Haven't drilled out the hole yet. I tend to wait till I get this cut out down to size before I attempt to do the drilling. It's a 4-jaw chuck. I got to cut down to a 2-jaw. But yeah, so I generally do this with a skew. I'll start it until I get the the rough edges off. I'll start it with a gouge. Yeah, a roughing gouge or something like that, and then I'll move down to a skew because it just works down a little bit better. I can get closer up to the edges, and then maybe at the main end I'll go into like a triangular tipped, or whatever you want to call it, scraper, and that's just how I go from there. This is an adjustable lathe speed, so and I also have my drill chuck there that I do the different sizes in. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. This will be the one, like I said, with the ring on it. And then when I'll show you a picture. I'll kind of bring you in when I get the drilling out done, and bring you back in to when I actually get the ring set on there. And then again, we'll come back as we're just going to kind of make this video be a progression of this pipe. Hopefully it doesn't mess up when I pause it and wait too long. But anyways, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Alright, so I had to shut my door. It kind of started pouring rain. So I have got the shank down to where I want it. I've now got the ring fitted. So basically what I do, and this is how I do it. I'm not a professional. I do not try to claim to be, but I love making pipes and I put my pride into every one I make. Now the way I like to do it is like this. Now I'm going to try to do this so that I can be in the shot at the same time, so you can understand what I'm doing here. So notice here, I've got the shank turned down to the size that I want, okay? Here is the band. So let me slide it back. Here is the band between my chuck and my shank. Now, for me to get that on there, I had to turn that little section a little bit smaller than the shank. Now that's kind of obvious, I know you can tell that. Then I used an epoxy. I use a 5-minute epoxy. I like, personally, Gorilla 5-minute epoxy. Gorilla Glue is amazing. I think it's one of the best there are, personally. Gorilla Glue anything. This is 5-minute epoxy. It's 2 tubes. You have to squirt it out and then mix it together. I just squirt it out on a piece of paper or something. And generally I stir it up with like a pipe cleaner or something like that. Anything I laying around, piece of wood, anything. You can put it on anything too. Just know it's gonna have to be thrown away, obviously. So, why do I have this drill chuck here? The drill chuck is on my tailstock of my lathe. Okay, so let's do it like this. I put this up tight up against it. I use the extension mechanism to press that in really tight. If you don't press it in tight when that glue begins to harden, it'll actually expand a little bit and push that ring away. That's kind of the key that I learned for myself on how to make sure there's a nice snug fit there between the wood and the ring or inlay of any sort you put on there. So that's how I do it. And so I'm gonna let this set 5-minute epoxy. It's already been set in probably 5 minutes right now. So it's been 3 minutes. So yeah, it's probably been 5 minutes. I'll back this off and I'm gonna start the drilling process. I personally drill my air hole first. Then I drill the tobacco chamber. Why? Because I hate looking down inside of a bow and seeing a drill hole on the other end of the pipe. So what they call it, the heel. I hate seeing a drill spot there. Basically where the drill bit popped through and it cut a little bit into the other side. I hate seeing that. I like looking down in a bow and seeing it smooth, and the only thing you see is one hole, and that's the air hole. That's what I like. So I do this first. I have it all measured out here on the block, because I couldn't show you that. That's kind of important, I guess. Here, have it all measured out. That's what sucks is doing it like this. I can't switch the camera around so I can see it at the same time. Here for the air hole, here for the tobacco chamber. But yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll be back showing you how that works, and just kind of some of the tips that I use there. And I've learned just by trial and error, basically. So yeah, be right back with more. Also, I forgot one extra step. Hopefully you can still hear me over the fan. I had to turn it back on, and I was able to open the door back up. It finally quit raining enough that it, stopped blowing in here, basically. As you can see, it's kind of blowing in the garage quite a bit. Anyways, important step I almost forgot, okay? This is very important. It may seem stupid, but it's not, okay? Now, see the junction, to get the thing here correctly, the junction between the wood and the metal, the ring, the inlay, whatever you're using. There will be glue squirts out there, epoxy or whatever. You do not want this to set up because it makes it heck to try to get off of it. Now, if you're using an inlay that you're going to turn down smaller anyways, like a piece of acrylic or ebonite or whatever, that's fine. Leave it alone. No big deal. This is a metal band. I'm not touching this. This shank is the way it's going to be from here on out. You want to wipe it off before it sets. So wait the 5 minutes. The glue's basically set. You can check it. I checked it and it gave a little bit, so I'm not going to take it off just yet. But wipe the glue off. Just trust me. It's going to save you so much headache later. Wipe that glue off. If you have to, peel it off with a knife blade or a razor blade or something. And then when you start to do whatever you need to do here, it'll finish up. And you'll be able to buff off any kind of residue left over there on the metal inlay that you're not going to cut off or something. Alright, so here we are at the drilling process. So, this is hard to do by myself. The fan's killing my hair. Look at that, fix that. Okay. You can see the center hole there. This is a 11/64. I'll either use this or a 532s. 532 is a little bit bigger diameter there. So I'm going to try to keep from killing my phone out while doing this. I have my tailstock locked in. Come over this way. And so basically what I'm doing is turning just a little at a time. Then I like to back it back out. Now I generally do this by hand, but since I'm doing this with you all on here with me, let's see if we can do it a different direction. There we go. Sorry about the horrible quality, guys. I'm trying to do this while y'all are seeing it. So this bit's been used quite a bit. It's about time to get a new one. So this is what I'm going to do. Push it up, lock it in, start drilling. It's another reason why you want to back it out, so that you can make sure your chips are getting cleaned out so it doesn't burn the hole. I'm gonna start doing the rest of it by hand. So basically what I'm doing is I'm using my hand here, laying my arm on the table and pressing. That way I can pull it back out fast like that, keep it from getting overheated. Like that. Now, that's not deep enough. I've already got it measured. You measure by the lengthage before you put your bit in there. So what I'm going to do is lengthen the bit out a little bit more to where I've got the mark at. That way I know exactly where it's went deep enough. So I'm going to come back after I get done with this. That way I can focus. And I'll show you the next step after that. So before I fire this up, I'm going to try to show you